Hello, good morning all.
Hello, good morning, sir. Good morning, all.
Okay, so we'll get started. Today our focus will be on joins. Okay, joins are, let me put the date first, 16th July. Okay, so talking about joins. So joins are used to join two tables together. That's the purpose of join. Okay. So before we get into SQL, let's understand what are joins and what does it mean? Okay, so I'm going to open an Excel file. So let's say you have data in two tables, okay, and you want to join. Now, first of all, when you want to join, there has to be something common, right? If you join, okay, there has to be something common, right? Only then you can join. Otherwise, you can't join two things, right? Excel is taking some time. So let's say you have a table called employees, and you have, say, EID, name, and say department ID. Okay. And you have another table. Let's add some data here. You
Sir,
want
can't see your Excel file.
Excel. Okay.
Okay.
Share my Excel. Yeah, you should be able to see now.
Yes.
So let's say you have 4 employees and their names are, let's say, A, B, C, D. And let's say they belong to department 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay. And now we have another table called, say, department. Okay. And you have DID and say D names, of course. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's say you don't have 3, let's say. Okay, you have 1, 2, 4. And you don't have 3. Okay, and you have department like X, Y, and Z. Okay, now let's say I want to join these two tables, and I can join because there is something called as DID, which is common between them. So the first type of join we have is called Cartesian product. Okay. Okay. In Cartesian product, you don't need to have any common column. Okay. You don't have to have any common column. So what it does is it creates all possible combinations. For example, you have this, right? So you will have this, and okay, you will have DID, name. Okay, here there is no need to have any common column. It ignores if there is a common column as well. Okay, so you have, this is for XYZ, right? So 3 times. Okay, so it will create something like this, and you will have first X for first combinations, then you will have Y, then you will have Z. Okay, it ignores, and all the possible combination. That means this row with this. It will add this row with this. It's join, right? This row with the third row. So it ends up joining all the possible rows. Okay, so if you have 4 rows here and if you have 3 rows here, you will get 12. 4 into 3, 12 combinations. Now, this is not useful. Okay, hardly we use this. Okay, there's no meaning of join here. Okay, so this is first type of join. Okay, which is not useful. Okay, second type of join, we call it as inner join. Now, inner join is also default join. That means if you don't mention what kind of join, it means inner join. So inner join, okay, for all the joins that we're going to talk about, you need to have a common column. So what it does is, it looks at the common values between them. Now see, DID is common, right? So in DID, you have 2 and 3 here and 1, 2, 4 here. That means only column 2 is common. Okay, so it will perform join on DID value 2 only. So number of rows will differ, but number of columns will not differ. Okay, so number of columns will remain same because when you're joining this. Now, since these two are same column, okay, it will be repeated only once. Okay, so it knows that these are same columns. It is going to repeat only once. Now you see. So 2 is the common, right? 2 is the only thing common. So you copy this and you put Y here. Okay, this is called inner join. This is default join and most widely used join that we need. This is the not used join. This is your inner join. Okay, so it looks at the common values and only joins the common values, right? So this is your inner join. This is what the output will be. So it looks at only the common values within the common column. So common column is DID. So within DID, which are the common values? We call it as inner join. Okay. Then you have outer join. Okay. Outer join, okay, it looks at all the possible values which are there. So it will create same number of columns. The column will not change. Okay, number of columns will not change. And what it does, okay, it looks at the common values, right? So here, first, it will create this. Now, 3 is there, right? So you have 3 coming here. Since we do not have corresponding value here, 3, okay, it will remain null. Now, look at 1 and 4. So you will have 1 and 4 here. And since we do not have any value on the left side, okay, in employees table, so this will remain null. So it adds null for the values which are not there. So maximum number of columns will be maximum number of rows will be number of rows here plus this maximum. Of course, if they are common, you have to minus it, right? So now if you add number of rows here and number of rows here, you will end up getting 4 plus 3, 7 rows. Okay, so here you see how many we have. We have 6, right? Yeah. 6 minus how many we have common? Only 1 we have common, right? So 6 minus 6 plus 1, 7. So total you have 7 rows. This is called outer join. Outer join, again, you need to have common column, you need to have common values. It joins on those values. So if there is a value here like 3, which does not have corresponding value here, you will have null against dname. If you have a value here, which is not in the employees first table, you will have null against those values. But it will join all the rows together. This is called outer join. Inner join is default, outer join, so you have to mention outer join. Okay. Next, you have something called as left join and you have right join. So what is left join? So when you join the table, okay, you will have to mention the table names, employees, comma, department. So if you put employees comma department in the, okay, employees comma department, then employees become your left table. So we are giving preference to employees. And if you are doing employees comma department, okay, and you want to, if you say right join, it will give importance to the right table. So let's say in joining, you are saying employees comma department. You are giving employees first, department next. So left table will be what? Employees. So if employees is left table and we are doing left join, then you will copy, of course, columns will remain same. Okay, you will copy the entire data from employees. That's it. You don't copy data from department. Now you give the values here. So dname 2 is there, so it becomes y. Dname 3 is not there, so it remains null. Okay, this is called left join. Now, what is right join? A right join, okay, we'll call this as right join. In right join, okay, again you say employees comma department. So now department has become the right table, correct? So your number of columns. Now in this case, since we are seeing department first, you can rearrange the column order, okay? So column order doesn't matter. You can rearrange it. So I'm saying department. So when I say department, I will copy all the values from the right table, which is department. Now you go and see 1, no, we don't have it. 4, we don't have it. So 1 and 4 will be black. Now for 2, you have 2 rows, right? So you will create one more here, and then you will copy 1A to this one and 2B to this one. Got it? So when you say the right, then you are giving importance to the right table. So all the values from the right table will be there. Then you go and pick the data from left table to see which are matching and which should be here, which should not be here. With me? These are the five types of joins that we use. The first one we don't use at all. Okay. The 4 we use depending upon our requirement. Make sense?
Yes, yes, got it.
Okay. So yeah. Now, okay. So we also call this as like, cross join, Cartesian product or cross join. I did not write the name here, right? Let me put that also. This is good when there is no common column. Okay. Not used, kind of. Okay. Okay. Now let's see how we, how we use it in our work. Okay. In MySQL, you only have inner join, okay, and left join. No, I mean, concept-wise, everything is there. When I say you only have, you can only do these two. Now tell me, if I have to do right join, what should I do? Just change the order of the table. Okay. So see, left join, I want to do on employees, so I will use this. But since I don't have right join in MySQL, and I need to perform right join, you say, okay, then you put department first and employees later. You will get right join. So concept is there that it does not allow right join. So you have to change the order of the table. Now question comes, outer join. How do I do outer join if there is no command for outer join? If there is no command for outer join, Okay, if there is no column for outer join, then you perform left join, right join, and do the union of it. Union of left and right will be your outer join. We'll see example. Okay. So let's see how we will. Now I'm going to go to our workbench. Okay, so we have employees and we have locations, right? So these are the two tables that we have. So select star from employees and select star from location. Which will give you the maximum number of rows with join?
Employees.
Cross join will always give you maximum number of rows. Inner join will always give you least number of rows. Okay. Outer join will give you second highest number of rows. Left and right will depend upon how many rows are there in left column and right table and left table. Okay. So lowest is always your inner join, highest is always cross join, second highest is always your outer join. Left and right depends upon the values in those tables. So here we have okay, about 19, right? And here you have locations. Okay. What happened? Location we have not put. Oh, I think it is still different database, right? We have to say use Apna Mart, right? Let me put here. Okay, so now you will get this one location and 1, 2, 3, 5, right? And here also you have 5. Do we have 5 here? No. We have 5. Okay. So there are no column extra which is there in location. Okay. So how do you perform join? Okay. So you perform join, right? Select. Okay. Select. First set is the columns that you want. Which columns do you want? Okay. Let me expand it so that I can see the column names from here. And the location I will expand to see the column names from here. Okay, so I need select, I need employee name, EMP name. I need EMP salary, let's say. And I need LOC ID. And I need LOC name. Okay, now you see, since my intention is to join employees and location, I have read these column names like this. Now, what we said was, when you're creating a table, in that table, column name should be unique. But when you're going to another table, you don't have to have, unique column names from other table. For example, I could have put name for employee and I could have put name for LOC also. Okay, LOC table name means location name, employee table name means employee name. So in that case, we would have had duplicate column names, right? So if we had duplicate column names and if you put name, let's say example name, and you have name in both the tables, how will MySQL know which name are you referring to? Okay, MySQL will not know. So in that case, what we do is you can give, you can give table name. You can say employees.emp name, employees.salary name. See, this is to avoid name collision. Name collision is what we say in IT is where you have same information, same name coming from two different sources. When you have two name coming from two different source, okay, as a user or as a program, it will not be able to identify which source I'm referring to. Name is coming from both employees table as well as from location table. Okay, MySQL will not know which one to use. So you prefix it by table name dot. Okay, location dot. So now you know, okay, employees dot name is for employee name and locations dot name is for location. So you can give like that. From. Okay. Now from what table? So you will give location, comma, employees. Now in this case, which is left table? This is location is your left table. Now, between location and employees, you have to give the relationship between them. What do you want to do? I want to perform inner join. I say, okay, from location, perform inner join. So location, we are doing inner join with employees. So it doesn't matter here. Inner join doesn't matter which is on left, which is on right. So select column names that you want from both the tables. You can pick and choose. Now you have more choices, right? You can choose column names from both the tables. From table 1, inner join table 2, okay, on. You have to indicate, you have to tell which are the common columns. It will not know by itself. So we will say, okay, since here names are different, you can say location equal to LOCID, right? Location is the common column, right? Location equal to LOCID. This is your inner join. Okay, let's see if we got this right. Yes. You see, employee name, salary, location ID, location name. So Rohit, location ID is 1. So location ID is actually Miapur 1. So see, you've been able to join both the tables together. Okay. This is called inner join. There is another way to perform inner join, which is not mentioning inner join. Okay. So select all this from location, comma, employees. Here again is the, okay, where. So here again, okay, if location, if it was same, LOCID in both the tables, you can put employees dot, okay, just to make sure that it knows which column we are referring to. Since names are different, we don't have to use the table name. Now here I'm saying select all these from this where location equal to location ID. Now here I did not mention the join, which type of join you want. When you don't mention what type of join you want, then by default it is inner join. So you get same output. Okay, and you can have any number of tables. I've just demonstrated using 2 tables, right? You can have 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 100 tables also you will have. So simple. If you have 100 tables, select all the columns that you want, okay, which will be from 100 tables. And then from, okay, you can do table 1 inner join, table 2, comma, again, you can have inner join. Okay, so this is what will repeat. So from will be only once, and this part will keep on repeating. Okay, location inner join employees on location equal to location ID, comma. Okay, inner join. So this output is going to be one table. So assume this is entirely one table. Inner join, another table, on. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so inner join, and then you will say, okay, this is like one table. This is like your one table. Okay, then this will be inner join on third table. On, okay, col 1, okay, col 1 on col 1 equal to col 3, let's say. Col 3 is from third table, let's say. You want to join inner join with one more table. So this will be your one table. Okay, so assume this is your one table. Okay, you will have one more here. Is it? No, I think, yeah, only one is enough. Yeah. Then inner join. Fourth table. Okay, on LOC 1 equal to LOC 4, whatever, right? So you can keep on building like that, multiple joins, okay, inner join. If you want to use something like this also you can do, like location, comma, employees, comma, here like third table, comma, fourth table, okay, where first link. So you have to have, if you have 4 tables, you need to have at least 3 linkages. Location equal to this, comma, okay. You have col 1 equal to col 3, comma, you have LOC 1 equal to LOC 4, so on. Okay. And sorry, not comma, you put and here. In where clause, you put and. So you will keep on building your query like this. You can join any number of table. Okay, your basic will remain same. With me? Is it clear? If you have built your entire database, I think you could try this because we have 5, 6 tables, right? And all of them are joined. So you can try working on it. If you face any problem, ask me tomorrow. Here I have done only 2 tables. So, but this is how you can keep on building joins for multiple tables. Make sense?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Now, inner join, correct? So this is where this. So inner join, you can do default one. You don't have to mention it. Both are same. But for left and others, you have to mention. Okay, so you have only one option. So let's do the left join. So instead of inner, I will say left. That's it. Here, I don't think there will be any change because you have same all the values of location repeating in employees. So your left and your inner will be same. You can't get less than 19. Okay. This is your left join. How do I perform right join? Okay. So sorry, MySQL has right join. My mistake. Okay. I think SQL Server doesn't have right join. Okay. So there are some changes, okay? There are some, what do you call, some minor changes when you move from one database to another database. But 99%, okay, they are same. Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, okay, they are 99% same. There will be slight change. SQL Server doesn't have right join. So you have to change the table. Okay, so this is your right join, right? But if we didn't had right join, if we had to do right join using left, you would simply take this and you would put location here and employees here. This is same as doing right join. Same as right join. Okay, but definitely there is no outer join. So to perform outer join, okay, you have to take this one. And you have to take either this or this. Since they're going to be same query, remove the semicolon and put union. Union means get this output and get this output, join them, removing duplicates. That's what union means, right? So when you're performing union, while doing union, make sure both queries have same columns and in the same order. The select part has to be exactly same. Otherwise, it will not be able to join. It joins, union will join first column to first column, second to second, third to third, fourth to fourth. If they are different, it will not work. Okay. And you can have intersection. Okay. Intersection is only finding the common rows between them. So this is your outer join. Similarly, you can even perform intersection. So instead of union, you put, we call it intersection or intersect. Wait. That. See, intersect is same as your inner join, right? But just trying to figure out, it's not intersect, it's throwing error. It worked, right? Yeah, even though it's throwing error, but it worked. So intersect, okay, is to select the common rows between them. Okay, so it gave you common rows. Now here, if you see the output, there's not much change between any of these because you have 5 values in location and all 5 values are in employees. If you want to see the difference between them, add extra row in employees where you don't have department or you have department like 7, 8, which is not there. Now, since we have used foreign key relationship, you cannot enter department ID, which is not in the location table. So you have to have this one. And you have extra row in location where, there's a like 6, which is not there in employees. Then you'll be able to see the difference. Since here all the values are in both the tables, so there is not much difference between union, intersection, left, right, outer. It's all same. Okay. But if you want to see the difference, have some extra rows in both the tables, then you'll be able to see the difference between them. Now, cross join, right? Cross join, simple. Don't give the condition. Okay. So let's say I take this. Okay, and I remove this. And you run it. Okay, see, 95 rows you got. 19 into location. 5. So 19 into 5 is? Hello. 19 into 5 is 95. So let's cross join. Don't give condition. Then it knows what to do. Okay, so this is how joins work. You'll be able to get data from more than one table. You can join multiple tables together. All good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's say I need to find number of people from each department. Okay. So if I do select star from employees, if I do select star from employees, you get all the list. If I do count, okay, so it'll give me total employees, correct? That's the aggregate function. Now I want to find total employees in each department, or sorry, here you have location, in each location. Now, if I do number of, count on location, okay, how many values are there in location? It will give us the total value. Okay, so maximum value would get is 19. Now let's say if we leave 2 location blank, null values, then it'll tell us 17. It'll tell us that there are 17 values in your location. Since we have given values to all the rows, it is giving us 19. But I don't want like this. I want per location. So here, that's where you will add group by. You're saying group by location. So remember, when you group by, it has to be same value here. I'm saying count location, okay, or you can count customer ID also. But I'm saying, okay, if you want to know the better, you use EMP ID, because location could be empty also, right? I want to know how many employee IDs are there for every location. Okay, so if I run it, you will get some numbers, but you don't know what these numbers are. So you put this location also here. So now it tells you that location 1, we have 6 employees. Location 2, you have 5. Location 5, you have 2 employees. If you want to know the location name, what should I do? Have to join? No, because location name is not in employees table. So location, I'll say LOC name, but LOC name is in locations. Okay, now I have to do where what? Location equal to LOCID group by now you see you have location ID. I want to give an alias. This is called alias. See, count of MPAD. Okay, there is no column name, right? So it is giving us this. But I don't like this title. Okay, so you can give alias. You can give as something or directly you give something. So I'm going to say total employees. You can give alias to any column. Oh, not here, sorry. Here. Okay, so total employees 6542. Okay, now I don't like location LOC name. I want to call this as store location. So store location. This is called alias. You can give alias here. Okay, store location. I want to put it in, so it gives me by 1, 2, 3, 4 location. Okay, because so if you do not give any order by, we did order by yesterday, right? If you don't give order by, it will pick from the way you enter, the way the order in which you enter the data. But let's have to put this in the increasing order. So you can have one more command. So group by comes before. So where is always stuck to select. Okay, so because from here now we have seen where, group by, order by. So first will be where. Okay, in this case we are using all the three: where, group by, order by. Where is always first. Okay, order by is always last, because once you get the answer only then you need to do the order. Okay, how to join the table? Where. So where is always first, group by second, and order by third. Order by say employee count, right? So let me try to use this alias. By default it will put in ascending order, right? So you can say ascending or descending. See, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
Since I've given total employees alias, I'm using the alias name. But if we had not given the alias, if you have not given the alias, then you have to select entire stuff like this. Let's say we put DSC, DESC. Okay, so in reality, you might have to use all the three: where, group by, order by. Okay, so this is how you can use group by. Group by always goes with aggregate function. You're doing aggregations, we'll say, don't aggregate on entire thing, aggregate on location only, aggregate on department only, aggregate on salary. Salary may not be unique, right? Something which is unique, categorical value, what we call in statistics. Okay, so with that, we finish our SQL queries. Okay, I will take one more session on SQL, maybe after we are done, or maybe tomorrow itself. We'll talk about other functions, right? What is index, what is views? We'll talk about those things. Okay, yeah, better to talk about those. Those things will not take much time. One day we should be able to do that. What is stored procedure? What is views? What index we have already seen? What is trigger? All those things we'll discuss. Those are like, apart from tables, we call them as database objects. Table is a database object. So apart from table, what else do you have? Right? You have foreign keys we discussed. What do you have? Trigger, you have index. We can have stored procedure, you can have views. So we will see those objects tomorrow. Okay. And hopefully tomorrow we should.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, take care and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Bye.
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 Have a good day, sir.
You too. Thank you.